So let's get to business, baby. Jackie Phamotse found guilty.
You.
Apparently, the case
I
has been
wanna
going
hear
on.
opinion ga Moeketsi, because now we're dealing with the guy and the lady. Moeketsi, what are you
know
saying,
where Moeketsi is
Clemeta?
standing.
No, well, obviously they say Jackie Phamotse have been found guilty, for defamation of character,
Yeah.
for those who don't know. So what Jackie said in
2008.
Yes, 2008.
2018, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
in 2018, Jackie said she overheard a conversation between Basetsana Khumalo and what's the name of this guy?
Romeo
Khumalo. Uguti. Romeo was in a sexual intercourse with another man.
I think you correct. I think it's Jackie apparently had Romeo and a friend of Jackie's bekuluma about this video that can be heard by other people.
Okay.
Which sex video yakona as Romeo with another guy. Ne? So Jackie tweeted that there's this video without mentioning names, of course, and then Basetsana yena took it to heart. Wayizisa kubo endlini without mentioning names, of course. And then with this video, this court case has been going from 2018 up until now.
Yeah.
Jackie was found guilty ke ngoku, and then it has been postponed judgment to October.
Okay.
That's when ke ngoku sizawuva into Jackie uthini. So it leaves South Africa ihlukile, because many people say, no man, we know this guy. Jackie, there's no way. Azanga xoke. Ne? She was telling the truth. However, just because she failed to prove it in court doesn't mean it's not true.
And then what was Jackie's tweet? Because I'm hearing people saying Jackie tweeted.
When? Back then.
I don't know. I think now, currently, around the whole setup here, Lokuzana, the whole case. Because what to say, while you are still, the court case is still active, it might penalize or jeopardize your case, Jackie. So there's no way you can just tweet something out of the line, especially related to the whole case.
Okay, this is what happened. After the tweet in 2018, apparently they took her to court, and then once a protection order. Ne? So what she did, she released a book saying, I tweet what I want. Ne? So now, remember the case is a koba. And then when you write something and then you release a book, it means we are jeopardizing the whole case.
Yeah. And I mean, there was no need for her to tweet. Let's just be honest.
No, the thing, Uguti, I mean, you can't just wake up and decide, Uguti, when you're going to talk about such accusations. Uguti, you saw this guy doing, I mean, we all know, Uguti, he's trigger-cheeky. Like, she's been through these things. She knows, Uguti, lazy into lazy, how they go. And many guys, they hide. So I think maybe Basetsana knows, but because of her children, she had to take the legal route. Because Abantoana, they have been living in shame because of what Jackie said.
But Jackie Moeketsi did not say Romeo Khumalo involved.
She didn't mention
Yes,
names.
she didn't. She only said, I've heard in the saw that there's a politician or who slept with another male, and then there's a video to prove it.
I think
She did not mention
she
names.
took it to heart. Hence, now they even ended up in court. She would have just let it go. Because Jackie, for any effects, she didn't mention any names.
No, well,
We
she
be
couldn't
discussing
because
about this now, Singumzansi. If Basetsana, she didn't take it to heart, too personal. Because as long as there's no my name on it, so I won't be bothered. Even though I knew that you are directing it directly to me.
You know, Enya
just
Indo,
leave it
that
out.
might be happening here, ne? It's possible that Basetsana knew that whatever Jackie is saying is true, but then ebe preventa indokba angazinendaba. That's why they took her to court, because the first thing she said that there's a video so. And then Basetsana comes, they take her to court so that she doesn't say anything even
But how could she know that she's gonna continue saying something about it?
because you know. If you know something, what's stopping you from saying
still,
it?
Even if she continued saying such things, as long as she's not going to continue mentioning my name and my husband's name.
We don't know
won't
that.
Be bothered.
We don't know that.
The thing is, the family is now involved.
I'm assuming that we know.
But she's not going to mention it.
Yeah, for the near fact from the word go, which she was scared to come out and say it's the Khumalos she's talking about.
From Dala, Ujeki doesn't mention names of people who are doing mischievous things.
Even on her book, which is called Bear, she mentioned the outline of things, but she did not mention who and who. Hence, I'm saying, Basetsana knows that whatever Ujeki is saying, it's true. So just because today she tweeted something Webeka at a blanket approach doesn't mean tomorrow she won't come back and mention names. And even Umusa Kawula came and said, if you've been around the block for a while, you know that Ujeki is not lying.
Well, Jackie has been through these things.
Yes.
Yeah, but because in the podcast, Tigamekji, like she mentioned this club SSNT where politicians goes.
Club.
Yeah, whereby it is possible that if I come with my girlfriend and then a guy can come and say, can I have your girlfriend? Or can I have you as a guy? But tell me, it's okay. Let us go and do things.
There are a lot of scandals, most.
Exactly.
So,
and you get paid. You walk away even with a house and a car and everything.
Yeah, so I think Vele Basetsana did this because she felt Uguti, whatever that Jackie said, because she mentioned Uguti, the Khumalo family, when she mentioned Uguti Wenzagaleni. So that's got to Basetsana because the children are the ones suffering.
Yeah.
Because when they go outside, they say your family is doing this, your father, whatever, is into his fananalezo. So she had to take matters into court, and then at the end of the day, Jackie was found guilty.
But I think now, since you guys are mentioning that Jackie, she's always been on this case. I think now this has been always on her about exposing high-profile people.
Yeah.
So now I think this is about time she learns. So maybe hence she's been found guilty.
But
she learns.
You can't say it's about time
because now she's been found guilty.
But it can't be a lesson.
Khumalos, she could be moving to the next ones.
It can't be a lesson to her because she's been telling stories about high-profile people, but not mentioning names.
But she needs. Yes, I don't mind her telling stories. But she doesn't need to dig too much into people's lives because these politicians, they are human as well. Why is you writing a book exposing them for you to make a living? It's being unfair because now they are trying to make a living for their family.
What are you saying to us?
If I'm gonna read something about my dad, about such things about my dad,
you're gonna support.
As much as you've just mentioned good, the reason for Basetsana to do it, she's doing it for her kids because she know how the kids would feel. Same applies to me. If Jackie could write something about my dad, how it's gonna affect me, my younger brothers and sisters.
Pele, you know what I'm getting from you is that now you can do mischievous things. It's just that you don't want people to know what you are doing these things.
Exactly.
Because it's your hustle.
Yes,
Why are you doing things privately?
Ujeki, she has no right to guarantee.
I fear it's mysterious.